All right, we got the ultimate chore ripper here, the Coleman B200cc. In this case, it's the rear suspension, soft tail, and front suspension. But anyways, I thought this was apparently I thought it was super simple to do this, which it is, but I forgot what was required, and that wastes time. So this is the tools you need. You need a 10mm socket. You need a slight extension and a ratchet. Your drain valve is right here. Your drain plug is right here. Make sure you have the butt end of this thing elevated a little bit. I'm on a slight slope right now, but I'm going to pull this plug out and get the washer with it, or try to get the washer with it here so I don't drop it in that oil. There we go. Now it's slid back, and then we go. That doesn't even look terrible. I've been driving the heck out of this thing. It's just so simple and uses barely any gas to rip back there and manage irrigation or whatever. Do some quick chores. I just leave it parked right by the house. But anyways, we're gonna let that drain, and then it takes 10W30 for any standard usage. It needs to go down to 5W30 if you're gonna use it in the freaking cold, but what kind of nut job would do that? But anyways, 10mm socket, 10W30, and we'll let this drain and get back in just a sec. Okay, we got this drain plug out all the way. We got it drained. I released this, or opened this fill cap here just to eliminate vacuum. And then for, I don't know, a good 20 seconds, I went and picked up the ass end there. There's no more oil coming out, so I'm going to put this plug back in here, and then we will fill it up with 10W30. Alright, so this is the contraption I worked up here. And again, this is to save yourself time later when you remember all the crap you gotta grab. So, got a little piece of hose right here. Wedged it in the fill. We got the funnel here. The good thing about this is there's no dipstick to really measure. It's when it starts to flow back out. So any little extra or overfill, once you pull the hose out, will just go right back in your drain thing for everybody else who doesn't know. And it's super simple, and just let it rip after that. So I'm gonna fill it, and I don't have enough hands, so I'm gonna shut it off, and I'll just pour the crap in here, 10W30, and we'll move on. Okay, you can see in the bottom of that hose I have a little bit that's building up, which means it's pretty darn full. And so we're gonna pull it out and make sure it still looks full, and put the cap back in. And then just remember also, when you're doing, if you don't know, and you're putting that drain plug back in, do not tighten it on there like crazy. You want to just get it nice and snug with that washer in there, and that is it. You're just preventing leaks. You don't want to break it. You break those threads, I mean, you got to get a whole damn new engine pretty much. So, all right, we're going to take that out. Let's see if it drips a little bit. All right, so that little bit came out, and I can still see it sitting in the bottom of those threads there. I did put my hand on it up here, and I straightened it out. So I have it level, but I also picked it up off the kickstand, and I still see a little oil in that reservoir, which means it's completely ready to rip. So I will just turn this off, put the plug back in, or yeah. All right, so there we go. Got the drain plug back in, fill cap back in, nice and snug with the 2-finger twist there. And that is that simple job, but I got so much crap going on that and stuff that I forgot what I needed. But need funnel, hose, little drain pan, 10mm socket, wrench, 10W30, and you don't even need to measure it really. I mean, it takes like less than a quart for this one at least, but just go until that thing starts to overflow again and you're done. So that's it. On to the next one. Okay, last thing I'll add before I end this video is, if you don't know, these engines are filterless, and without a filter, I would definitely lean at changing the oil more often than less often. So that oil looked kind of clean when I drained it out. It wasn't super dirty, but there was plenty of debris in there, and that's just the nature of these, these small cheap engines. But like I said, this is like the $1,000 chore ripper, so that barely uses any gas. So anyways, change your more often than not.